Welcome to Bible Quizzes, where we embark on an enlightening journey through the sacred pages of the Bible. We have put together 25 questions about the life of Prophet Elijah. Before we proceed, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help spread the word of God. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Question 1. What miracle did Elijah perform at the widow's home in Zarephath? A. Multiplying oil. B. Healing the sick. C. Raising the dead. D. Multiplying bread. Time to think. Answer is D. Multiplying bread. Bible reference. 1 Kings 17:14. For thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, the jar of flour shall not be spent, and the jug of oil shall not be empty, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the earth. 2. At Mount Carmel, how many altars did Elijah set up to challenge the prophets of Baal? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. Time to think. Bible reference, 1 Kings 18:32. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 seahs of seed. 3. What did the fire of the Lord consume on Elijah's altar at Mount Carmel? A. Bull. B. Ram. C. Lamb. D. Goat. Time to think. Correct answer is A. Bull. Bible reference. 1 Kings 18:33. It mentions Elijah placing the wood on the altar. He arranged the wood, cut the bull into pieces, and laid it on the wood. 4. After the showdown at Mount Carmel, what did Elijah pray for? A. Rain. B. Healing. C. Thunder. D. Fire. Time to think. Correct answer is A. Rain. Bible reference, 1 Kings 18:42. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Mount Carmel, and he bowed himself down on the earth and put his face between his knees. Factor 5. Where did Elijah go to find God after fleeing from Jezebel? A. Mount Horeb. B. Mount Sinai. C. Mount Zion. D. Mount Moriah. Time to think. Correct answer, A. Mount Horeb. Bible reference, 1 Kings 19:8. And he arose and ate and drank, and went in the strength of that food 40 days and 40 nights to Horeb, the mount of God. 6. What was the name of the successor whom Elijah anointed as a prophet? A. Elisha. B. Obadiah. C. Jehu. D. Amos. Time to think. Correct answer is A. Elisha. Bible reference, 1 Kings 19:16. And Jehu the son of Nimshi you shall anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat of Abel-Maholah, you shall anoint to be prophet in your place. 7. What miraculous event happened when Elijah and Elisha crossed the Jordan River? A. The river dried up. B. They walked on water. C. They were swallowed by a fish. D. The waters parted. Time to think. Correct answer is D. The waters parted. Bible reference, 1 Kings 2:8. Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up, and struck the water with it. The water divided to the right and to the left, and the two of them crossed over on dry ground. 8. Who witnessed Elijah's ascension into heaven? A. Elisha. B. Moses. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. Correct answer is A. Elisha. Bible reference, 2 Kings 2:12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and its horsemen. And he saw him no more. Then he took hold of his own clothes and tore them in 2 pieces. 9. What did Elisha ask for as he inherited Elijah's spirit? A. A double portion of Elijah's spirit. B. Wisdom. C. Wealth. D. Long life. Time to think. Correct answer. A. A double portion of Elijah's spirit. Bible reference, 2 Kings 2:9. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask what I shall do for you before I am taken from you." And Elisha said, "Please let there be a double portion of your spirit on me." 10. What unusual mode of transportation did Elijah experience during his ascent to heaven? A. A chariot of gold. B. A cloud of glory. C. A whirlwind. D. A flock of doves. Time to think. Answer is C. A whirlwind. Bible reference, 2 Kings 2:11. And as they still went on and talked, behold, chariots of fire and horses of fire separated the two of them, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. 11. How did Elisha heal Naaman of his leprosy? A. Naaman dipped in the Jordan 7 times. B. Elisha touched Naaman with his staff. C. Naaman washed in the pool of Siloam. D. Elisha prayed over Naaman. Time to think. Correct answer, A. Naaman dipped in the Jordan 7 times. Bible reference, 2 Kings 5:14. So he went down and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan, according to the word of the man of God, and his flesh was restored like the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. 12. Which city's walls did Elisha foresee being sieged by famine? A. Samaria. B. Jerusalem. C. Jericho. D. Bethel. Time to think. Correct answer is A. Samaria. Bible reference, 2 Kings 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria as they besieged it, until a donkey's head was sold for 80 shekels of silver, and the 4th part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 shekels of silver. 13. How did God deliver Samaria from the great famine, as foretold by Elisha? A. Through a miraculous harvest. B. Through a sudden rainstorm. C. By causing the enemy to flee. D. Through the discovery of hidden provisions. Time to think. Correct answer is C. By causing the enemy to flee. Bible reference, 2 Kings 7 verse 6. For the Lord had made the army of the Syrians hear the sound of chariots and of horses, the sound of a great army, so that they said to one another, Behold, the king of Israel has hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of Egypt to come against us. 14. What did Elisha's bones do after his death? A. They healed the sick. B. They caused the dead to rise. C. They emitted a fragrant aroma. D. Hay had no specific miraculous effect. Time to think. Correct answer is B. They caused the dead to rise. Bible reference, 2 Kings 13:21. And as a man was being buried, behold, a marauding band was seen, and the man was thrown into the grave of Elisha. And as soon as the man touched the bones of Elisha, he revived and stood on his feet. 15. How many stones did Elijah use to build the altar on Mount Carmel? A. 7, B. 10, C. 12, D. 14. Time to think. Correct answer is C. 12. Bible reference were 1 Kings 18:31. Elijah took 12 stones, one for each of the tribes descended from Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, Your name shall be Israel. 16. How many times did Elijah send his servant to look for rain clouds during his prayer for rain? A. 4, B. 6, C. 7, D. 12. Time to think. Correct answer is C. 7 times. Bible reference, 1 Kings 18:43. Go and look toward the sea, he told his servant. And he went up and looked. There is nothing there, he said. 7 times Elijah said, Go back. 17. Who was the king of Israel at the time when Elijah delivered the prophecy of a severe drought? A. Ahab. B. Ahaziah. C. Jehu. D. Jeroboam. Time to think. Answer is A. Ahab. Bible reference, 1 Kings 17:1. Now Elijah the Tishbite of Tishbe in Gilead said to Ahab, "As the Lord, the God of Israel, lives before whom I stand, there shall be neither dew nor rain these years except by my word." 18. When Elijah confronted King Ahab with the prophecy of a severe drought, where did he disappear to after delivering the message? A. The wilderness. B. A cave by the Jordan River. C. The mountains. D. The home of a widow. Time to think. Answer is EA, the wilderness. Bible reference. 1 Kings 17:3. Depart from here and turn eastward and hide yourself by the brook Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. 19. During a drought, how did God provide for Elijah at the brook Cherith? A. Manna from heaven. B. Water from a rock. C. Ravens brought him bread and meat. D. A miraculous catch of fish. Time to think. Answer is C. Ravens brought him bread and meat. Bible reference. 1 Kings 17:4. You will drink from the brook, and I have directed the ravens to supply you with food there. 20. How did God speak to Elijah on Mount Horeb after his encounter with Jezebel? A. Through a burning bush. B. In a still, small voice. C. Through thunder and lightning. D. Through an angelic messenger. Time to think. Answer is B. In a still, small voice. 1 Kings 19:12. And, after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire, a still small voice. 21. What was the outcome of Elijah's contest with the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel? A. The prophets of Baal won. B. Elijah called down fire, consuming the sacrifice. C. Both Elijah and the prophets of Baal were consumed by fire. D. Rain fell from the sky. Time to think. Answer is B. Elijah called down fire, consuming the sacrifice. Bible reference. 1 Kings 18:38. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trench. 22. How did Elijah demonstrate God's power when confronted by the captains and their 50 soldiers? A. He called down fire from heaven. B. He raised the dead. C. He healed the sick. D. He vanished in a whirlwind. Time to think. Answer is A. He called down fire from heaven. Bible reference. 2 Kings 1:10. Elijah answered the captain, "If I am a man of God, may fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50 men." Then fire fell from heaven and consumed the captain and his men. 23. What was the significance of Elijah's encounter with the widow's son in Zarephath? A. It demonstrated God's compassion for foreigners. B. It showcased the power of resurrection. C. It symbolized the coming of a new era. D. It confirmed Elijah's status as a healer. Time to think. Answer is B. It showcased the power of resurrection. Bible reference. 1 Kings 17:23. Elijah took the child, brought him down from the upper room into the house, and gave him to his mother. Elijah said, "See, your son is alive." 24. What role did Elijah play during the transfiguration of Jesus? A. He served as a witness to the event. B. He offered sacrifices on the mountain. C. He performed miracles to validate Jesus. D. He conversed with Moses and Jesus. Time to think. Answer is D. He conversed with Moses and Jesus. Bible reference. Matthew 17:3. Just then there appeared before them Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. 25. In the New Testament, what role did John the Baptist fulfill concerning Elijah's coming? A. He was the reincarnation of Elijah. B. He came in the spirit and power of Elijah. C. He was Elijah resurrected. D. He surpassed Elijah in his prophetic ministry. Time to think. Answer is B. He came in the spirit and power of Elijah. Bible reference: Luke 1:17. And he will go on before the Lord in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the parents to their children and the disobedient to the wisdom of the righteous, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. Thank you for joining our Bible quizzes journey. Remember, it's not about scores, but the lessons learned through the sacred texts. Your commitment to continuous study is what truly matters. Feel free to share your score, thoughts, and suggest improvements in the comments below. Let's build a community of seekers dedicated to enriching our understanding together. Subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more enlightening quizzes.